Alright, it's been a while since my last video. It's just been busy with work and whatnot, and been taking a break and going back and playing some, easier, simpler games on the old Famicom and Super Famicom, and I had a request from a buddy who wanted to see me go through Castlevania 3. So, that's what we're going to do here today. Yeah, the Japanese version here, which, to be honest, is quite a bit easier to get through than the old American version. And it's been years since I've played the American version, but anyway, this video isn't going to be anything too special. I'm just going to play through Castlevania, the Japanese version of Castlevania 3 on real hardware. And that's really about it. I'm not going to really do anything amazing. I'm just going to use some cheap tricks that you can do. And, well, it might be a little interesting because there are quite a few differences between, the English version and the Japanese original. And yeah, that's about all I have to really say. I'll just kind of talk through it. But yeah, story of course is in Japanese. If you noticed when the screen came in the beginning, there's some nice little animation on the picture of the castle that doesn't happen in the US version. Now, as far as I know, there is no code in this version. Like, if you type in, help me, this is a demo here, you do not get any extra lives. Yeah, you can probably notice right off the bat the cross is a little more religiously ornate, I guess. And the thing everyone likes about the Japanese version, of course, is the music. This uses, an extra chip that Konami specifically designed, but Nintendo of America, being the rather controlling company they were, they didn't allow it, so they had to use Nintendo's, I think, memory mapper to be exact, instead. So, well, the music in the English version is still pretty good. It's not quite up to the Japanese original. Though, admittedly, once you get used to this version and play it for a while, you kind of forget what the, the English version sounded like, and then it kind of loses its effect. It's kind of weird, but yeah, when I first got this, it blew me away, but it still sounds great, but yeah, the impact kind of wears off after a while. Oh yeah, as I said, we're not going to really do any special tricks. I'm going to go through and pretty much the easiest way possible, which, if you're familiar with the Japanese version, is called abusing Grant. A lot of things were changed, and the biggest one is Grant. Grant is honestly broken in this version. I can fully see why they decided to change him quite a bit in the English version, because it does make the game a lot easier to get through. But it also makes it a bit more relaxing. So, the thing to remember is Castlevania was way, way more popular in the West than it ever was in Japan. Sure, it's got its fans on this side of the ocean, but nowhere near as popular or well known as, in the English-speaking world. And everyone I've ever known that's played Nintendo games knows Castlevania that speaks English, but I've met many, many, many Japanese people that they love the Famicom, Mario, Zelda, tons of stuff, Kirby, but they don't have a clue about this game. There are a lot of the games in the series just never really caught. I mean, it definitely has its, fans, but nowhere near as popular as a lot of people seem to think it is. Come on. But yeah, I'm gonna go through this, pretty much the easy, cheap way, which might actually help anyone that's still having trouble beating the game. Because nothing fancy here. You know, some people like to do, you know, Trevor. Actually, in the Japanese version here, his name is technically Ralph. It was changed for the English versions, but yeah, this is Ralph Belmont, not Trevor. But yeah, nothing special. No, I mean, you know, I'll show you a few little shortcuts and a few tricks, but a lot of them can only really be done with the Japanese version because of Grant's total brokenness. But, as I said, it does make the game a lot more relaxing to play. Especially, I mean, if you're up for a challenge in this version, of course you can always take the... Yeah, you can take the harder paths through, which I'm not going to do. I'm basically going to go, well, pick up Grant and just go straight through. And I like using Alucard, but the game is far easier with Grant. But yeah, I'm just going to spam my way through most of the bosses. But, so if you're, you know, a hardcore fan, you may not like this so much, but... Oh, he actually hit me. Die. Yeah, who needs skill when I can just spam holy water? Whee! So yeah, that's level 1. But yeah, I mean, there are a lot of subtle differences, not just in Grant and the music, and a few of the graphics. Like, if you notice, the flea men are like little gargoyle jumping things in this version. There's also even a lot of the bosses, the AI is slightly different, which actually makes a lot of them slightly easier. But I'll get to that when I actually reach like an example of such a boss. Now, this level, of course, is pretty much completely optional, but you have to go this way to get Grant. So that's what I'm going to do. And hopefully I do not die. And I'm not going for any, like, you know, I'm not even going for a 1 credit clear here. I'm just going to keep playing until I beat it. Which, hopefully, won't be too difficult. And then there's a secret item on the left, but it's just going to give me another triple shot, which I don't need, so I'm not even going to bother going for it. Because, it's not worth the risk. So this makes me... But yeah, I pretty much just pulled this out the other day, and I think I went like 20 years and never really beat it when I was a kid, but I was able to get through, you know, the Japanese version here rather easily. I mean, it's still not an easy game, but if you kind of use a little clever thinking and, you know, just learn a few tricks, it's way, way easier than most people think. And as you'll see once I get Grant, the Japanese version is, well, some people might consider it a total joke, the lack of difficulty. But, nah. If you want an easy-ass Castlevania game, go play Super Castlevania 4 on Super NES. That game's a joke. This one is a lot easier than I always thought it was, but still, it's actually challenging at least. Super Castlevania 4 is... I might actually play through that in a similar video just out of curiosity, because I'd assume it's nostalgia that brings that game its fans, because, yeah, I enjoy it, but it's a poor Castlevania game. I'm sorry, but yeah. But that's another game for another day. No, let's just keep climbing stairs, climbing stairs, climbing stairs. Screw you, Medusa's head. I'm just gonna climb stairs and ignore you. Dude. Well, oops. First hit. But at least I didn't die. I don't think I can actually make 15-minute videos now, so I want to do quite so many parts. There we go. I think that's the first time I've ever missed that jump, but that's what recording does. The thing that sucks about that is I lost my holy water and triple shot, which, the boss of this level, which actually is like possessed Grant or mutated Grant, I don't remember, is still pretty easy, no matter what you have. But with the holy water, you can kill him in all of, like, I don't know, 5 seconds. Still, that was embarrassing. Oh well. Climbing the ladder, climbing ladders, stairs. That works. I believe that is a dagger, which, yeah, we did that once. Meat. Money. Alright, let's go fight Grant. He axes, bitch. Yeah, he's not much of a challenge. Holy water, he doesn't even move. Still remember when I was a kid and I first was playing this, and I think I died to this guy so many times. And I got so pissed when I realized that you had to go back through the level twice. Ah, good old memories. And of course, this is all in Japanese. Of course we're going to take you, because you're by far the easiest way to beat the game. So yeah, there goes our bridge, so we gotta take the long route. Can't go to the castle that quickly. I do like how the map actually says Castlevania on it, even though this is still the Japanese version. Alright, let's get old Mr. Broken Grant. See, the biggest difference between this and the English version is that Grant has a throwing dagger as his main weapon. Unlike, say, the little knife he gets in the English version, which means with Grant you have a fully unlimited ranged attack. Which, yeah, you can probably already imagine that that's going to make things a hell of a lot easier. Thankfully, getting out of this level is a lot quicker than going up it. And he's still weak, but... You know, like, reduce heads, I can just sit here and attack from across the screen. Makes things a lot simple. Alright, so let's see. Now don't die, okay. What up? Here we go. Down some more stairs. I would love to see a real clock tower with giant gears. It'd just be fun. Dun, 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 dun. And I think we're coming about up on the 15-minute limit, so I'm going to cut it here. See ya.